After leaving the Maple Leaf Lounge, we are now heading towards the departure gate for Dubai. And I believe this is Terminal 1, so there are a lot of high-end luxury stores, as you can see to the right. There's a Burberry, and I'm not sure what the left is. It could be Gucci, I'm not sure. I'm just guessing here. Anyway, what is that structure coming up front? I don't know what it is. Been trying to look it up on the internet, but can't find out what really is this structure, architectural structure. But it looks pretty cool. Anyway, you know, we're heading, getting towards the, getting near the departure gate now.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts 1 and 2 on Air Canada Pacific service to Dubai, at board for the E76, 1 and 2.
So after getting to the departure gate, heading towards Dubai, we are now walking down the Jetway, and as you can see, PB is filming as well. Anyway, as we are walking along the Jetway, we can see some of the artwork on the side, on the walls of the Jetway. So anyway, we're approaching the airplane. It's a 787 Dreamliner.
Here we are coming to our seats. Here on the right is a HG seat, and on the left in the inset is my seat. You can see here the ENROUTE entertainment system there. In addition, there's a bottle of water, so very nice of Air Canada to give us a bottle of water to drink along the flight. This is a 787 plane, so the environment is humidity controlled, so really it's going to be pretty comfortable. In addition, here's the entertainment control system. There's some free or complimentary earplugs, but later on they'll show you that they do provide some high-end air cancellation headsets. There's a medikit and the slippers, and this is the seat itself. In terms of the business class seats, these are kind of a shell, relatively enclosed, and the setup on the 787 for Air Canada is quite nice. It's basically everyone gets their little pods, and these are full lie-flat beds or seats. Here's some pillows and blankets, pretty luxurious. And those are some modern seat belts there, nicely padded. There you can see the control system for the seats, so we'll show you a little bit later how they work. Yeah, quite comfortable. And just one note on the seat itself, there actually are massaging components to it, so we'll show you the controls to that a little bit later. A couple of other cool features of the business class seats is that underneath the entertainment system, there's area to put your shoes as well as to place your feet on. Excellent rest area. Next to the side of the shell, there's also some areas you could place smaller items for shelving. The overhead bins, just to keep in mind though, the aisle overhead bins actually can accommodate the big roll-on luggage. However, the window seat overhead bins cannot handle the bigger roll-on. So if you're going to place your carry-ons, that's a better area to put them.
Here we have a quick tour, a quick view of the Air Canada 787 washroom. There you have the LED mood lights in the picture-in-picture. That's PB's a quick tour or view of the washroom as well. You can tell that Air Canada really put some effort into at least decorating the inside of the washroom. They got the maple leaf motif there, and of course you got the changing table there for parents, and then the sink. Okay, that's a big wad of paper there. I don't know who put it there. There's a remote, sorry, a non-touchless faucet, and quite spacious for a airplane bathroom. I was quite impressed by the spaciousness.
The ENROUTE entertainment system was actually quite cool. The amount of movies, shows, and documentaries was quite extensive, and it came in multiple languages. So really enjoyed it and took advantage of it.
One cool and nifty feature of Air Canada's ENROUTE in-flight entertainment system is their flight path information, as you can see on the monitor there. We are currently, we will be traveling over the North Atlantic, over the Arctic Circle, passing Greenland and Iceland. And then as we proceed further into the flight path, we'll be flying over, I guess, Norway, Sweden. Looks like it's Russia. We're passing over Minsk. We're flying over Russia there. And then I believe we may also be flying over Iran, some Central Asian countries there, perhaps. And then, okay, maybe this is where we fly over Iraq, Iran, and of course, reaching Dubai, our destination.
For those curious about how far we flew and the time of the flight, these are the summary information. Here we go with takeoff.
After the plane had leveled off, the flight staff, flight attendants, then offered us beverages. I chose the sparkling one, as you can see in the picture in front. After we had refreshed ourselves with nice sparkling wine, the flight attendants then passed out the business class menus. As you can see, very similar design as the previous flight business class menu. On the other side of the menu here, we see the welcome aboard message from Air Canada, repeated in French and also in Arabic, I believe, since this flight is going to Dubai. As you flip the page over, you see the chef de cuisine for Air Canada's in-flight meals, Chef David Hawksworth.
Of note, he's the youngest chef to be inducted into the British Columbia Restaurant Hall of Fame.
Since this is a very late night flight from Toronto to Dubai, they are offering dinner, starting with an appetizer with smoked trout Niqua salad, or regular salad, mixed greens, and they have your main courses there: beef tenderloin, chicken breast, cod, and lentil and moussaka. And then a selection of cheeses and desserts, as well as their express light meal option or flexible option included there as well. Of course, if you're ever hungry in between meals, they also have the option of light snacks. For Air Canada, they call it at your leisure option. Various choices, including cereal, yogurt, hot sandwich, such as egg sandwich, or a hot snack like chicken teriyaki wrap, as well as healthy options or ice cream and various packaged snacks and fresh fruit. Then the second meal would be brunch, that's served with fresh orange juice and your fresh seasonal fruit, yogurt, various carbs like croissants, and then your main course is either omelet, pancakes, or chicken stroganoff. Of course, any self-respecting international carrier would have a pretty good wine list. On the next page here, we see that the Air Canada's Unologist, Ken Chase. And here's Air Canada's wine list, starting with champagne and some white wines there, and of course red wines. Some pretty good choices, actually. In addition to a pretty good wine list, Air Canada also has a variety of alcoholic beverages and liqueurs from the bar. And here we see the variety of alcoholic beverages such as spirits and liqueurs, beer, hot and cold beverages.
To start off, we had some cashews and the champagne. The champagne is from Reims, France. It's Champagne Drapier. It's very nice, amber colored, very effervescent, and very refreshing. Actually, a very nice way to start the meal service. The smoked trout salad was excellent. The trout, very fleshy, not overpowering in terms of fishiness, so it was very well done. The garlic aioli went very well with the rest of the appetizer as well as the beets and cherry tomatoes. So excellent appetizer to start out with. The side salad that comes with the appetizer is actually also very fresh, clean, no kind of wilted vegetables. So actually, the quality I would say is quite high. It's almost as if you're at a restaurant. As for the drink, is a Sauvignon Blanc along with the remainder of the Champagne Grape. The Sauvignon Blanc, good combo.
And here we have the Malbec from Australia, I believe. This Malbec should pair very nicely with the beef tenderloin. After getting the Malbec, I went ahead and dived into the beef tenderloin, and I have to say, with the Malbec, it really complemented and brought out the flavor of the beef tenderloin. Tasted better than what I was expecting. Maybe I was already half drunk from the champagne, or maybe it's the altitude, but the Malbec really brought out the flavor of the tenderloin.
As for me, I went with one of Chef Hawksworth's signature dishes. This is the chicken breast cooked with some chimichurri. This was an excellent dish. It really tasted exactly what I would have felt like at a restaurant. The chimichurri sauce had that tang and a little bit of spiciness. The asparagus actually tasted very fresh and just lightly cooked. The mushrooms added that extra meaty flavor. Chicken breast as well, quite moist and not overcooked at all. So I really enjoyed this.
For dessert, both PB and I had the dark chocolate fondant with hazelnut praline and blueberry ginger compote. Actually, the thing that really stood out for me was the blueberry ginger compote. It had that especially the ginger part. It really gave it gave the fondant a spicy flavor to it. I really enjoyed that. Of course, the rest of the ingredients, dark chocolate and the hazelnut praline, also worked well with the compote. So after the conclusion of the meal service, PB and I started to play around with our seat and all the controls that's available. It's pretty interesting. The Air Canada business class seat, they have several features. You can call flight attendants for any service you need. But then there's also other seat-specific controls like ambient lighting that you control here from the control panel. There's also adjusting the seat position, raising your feet or leaning back using the touchscreen there. As well, for the headrest, you can actually do various massaging through the headrest. Now, I took advantage of that. And then there's also the lumbar massage from the seat itself. Definitely keep yourself comfortable throughout the flight using the lumbar massage. And then the last massaging feature, or at least the last seat feature, is the reclining all the way down so that you have a flat mattress.
One additional note about the mattress is that you can control the stiffness and support. So if you wanted a stiffer, harder bed, you can make it harder. Or if you like soft beds, you can make the comforter a lot softer. Overall, huge thumbs up on the business class pod and seat.
So a few hours after the meal service, I was getting a little bit hungry, so I called up one of the flight attendants and asked for some light snacks. To start up with, I had some more champagne and some mozzarella balls and cherry tomatoes. In addition to the cherry tomatoes and mozzarella balls, I also requested a hot snack, specifically the chicken teriyaki wrap. As you can see, it looks kind of more like a burrito. It has a burrito vibe going there, but they call it a chicken teriyaki wrap. So, yeah, so I went ahead and cut it in half, and in the next picture frame there, we'll see stuffed in there is chicken teriyaki. So they weren't kidding about it. So it is you know, for what it's worth, microwaved teriyaki wrap. It hit the spot, so it was definitely pretty decent.
As for me, I was also getting pretty hungry after the main course, so I looked at the menu and they have other entrees, so I was like wondering, hey, maybe I can score another entree. And after asking very nicely to the stewardess, flight attendant, she was very kind enough to heat up one of the entree. Now overall, I would say the cod was a little bit dry, not as flavorful, and the eggplant and the other flavors are pretty bland. So overall, it was okay. So I would say if you had a choice, definitely go with either the signature dish, the chicken breast, or go with the beef.
After several peaceful hours of sleep on the live flat bed, our flight attendants then woke us up gently to begin brunch service. To start out with, we had some fresh orange juice and fruit, yogurt, croissant. It's very light and really got the appetite going again.
For my breakfast, I went with the chicken stroganoff, and actually I was quite impressed. The chicken stroganoff, there were 3 pretty big chicken strips, came with some broccoli or broccolini and some mashed potatoes. So that was a pretty hearty breakfast. The taste, there was some mushroom sauce with the chicken stroganoff, so went quite well.
For my choice of the brunch, I went with the parsley omelet with potatoes and sausage. The omelet was a little bit firmer than fluffier. However, it still tasted like eggs. You can't really screw up omelet, especially if you microwave it. The sausage was okay as well. Potatoes, same. Overall, it was a satisfying brunch, but nothing particular or specific about it.
Flying over Shiraz. Over Basra.
Welcome to Dubai. Local time now is 7:37.
So after taxiing, the plane now got to the arrival gate, and after getting out of the plane, heading towards the baggage claim using the airport tram. But we're finally here in Dubai. A little bit late, but you know, we had some delays, but that's cool. And as we're walking out of the airport, some of the signs in the Dubai International Airport there. So now we're heading into Dubai for some fun and adventures.
So some impressions from our flight. I would say this is a 787 that I've never seen before. The setup is a little bit different, but I would say this was one of the most enjoyable flights I've ever had. This 787 was equipped with a very cool ENROUTE system with some cool graphics. The seats were awesome. In terms of the controls, you had lumbar support. You had a very adjustable comforter level. You could modify the lighting from one touch. Additionally, it has some massage capabilities that I've never seen in any other 787. As for the food, Air Canada really nailed it. The flavors and the quality of the food, it was almost as if you were dining at a restaurant. So I really enjoyed the food on this flight. Well done. Additionally, Air Canada really hit it out of the park in terms of the bathrooms in the 787. They really did a nice job decorating the inside, and they were quite spacious. So yeah, I would say one of the best flights I've ever had. For watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it down below and subscribe to our channel to check out our other videos. Take care.